This is controlling. The answer is control. So the system of coordinated management over a network organization which guarantees the satisfactory rationality behind setting and implementing the common goals or the individual goals of its member, where these goals take the form of
मैम सेशन लाइव है आपका.
Okay, thank you. Okay, class, today we are going to do the last function of the business management, that is controlling. भैया आपका mic. Okay, so starting with the definition first. Meaning of controlling. Okay, there is a history over that. The US is considered to be the cradle of controlling. The first controllers were appointed there in the second half of the 18th century in the federal administration. In Europe, the controlling system of business management dates back to the 1950s. It was the most widely applied in the Germany and France. So businesses from these countries have adapted controlling to their specific character. Furthermore, they have substantially developed it, thus extended its scope and the implementation possibilities. In Poland, controlling was not used until as far as the late 1980s because it was not needed in the business management of the time, that is in the plan, command, and the control economy. So controlling, basically the system of coordinated management over a network organization which guarantee the satisfactory rationality behind setting and implementing the common goals or the individual goals of its members, where these goals takes the form of added value in the long run. This is controlling. The answer is control. So the system of coordinated management over a network organization which guarantees the satisfactory rationality behind setting and implementing the common goals or the individual goals of its member, where these goals take the form of added value in the organization. So therefore, the idea of controlling is to build a logical system which can help to come to the right directions. And this is achieved by the orderly connections between the various structural elements of the business, which takes part in the economic activity presented in the financial, economical, organizational, and technical section. So it can be assumed that the controlling means a way of thinking, acting, and is reflected in the decision-making procedure implemented by the specific management units of a given business. So when planning a business controlling system, two concepts need to be defined. It's a controlling module, understood as the business organizational structure which enables it to fulfill its function, that is developing a plan, calculating, analyzing, and accessing deviations from the plan. And a controlling system. Define a module which is implemented with accordance to the system's role. So modern controlling is closely related to the management system. It is an instrument which tightens the relations between the management functions, particularly between the functions of the planning and control. and which makes it necessary to coordinate the particular elements of the organizational structure. देखो ओवरऑल वो क्या बोलना चाह रहा है, जो कंट्रोलिंग है बेसिकली इट्स अ वे ऑफ थिंकिंग कि कंट्रोल जो हमारा लास्ट प्रोसीजर है और कहीं ना कहीं कंट्रोल के बाद दोबारा से फिर प्लानिंग की जा सकती है. सो इसलिए कंट्रोलिंग मे बी द लास्ट फंक्शन और मे बी द फर्स्ट फंक्शन बिकॉज आफ्टर कंट्रोलिंग प्लानिंग कैन ऑल्सो बी डन. क्यों? क्योंकि कंट्रोलिंग मीन्स अ वे ऑफ थिंकिंग एंड एक्टिंग. When you are thinking and acting, then and giving a decision, then you get to know that there is some reflections in that decisions. Yeah, you need to change the decision. You need to change the way of thinking. You need to change the path. तो इस चीज में आपको दोबारा से रीप्लानिंग करनी पड़ती है. That's why control is a way of thinking, and this is the end process and also the first process. ये होता है कंट्रोलिंग का मीनिंग, अगर एक लाइन में समझा जाए तो. नेक्स्ट अगर हम कंट्रोलिंग इज अ सिस्टम ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेटेड मैनेजमेंट. क्यों? क्योंकि कंट्रोल करना है, जैसे नाम से जस्टिफाइड है. सो इट्स अ सिस्टम ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेटेड मैनेजमेंट ओवर अ नेटवर्क ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which guarantee the satisfactory rationality behind setting and implementing the common goals or the individual goals of its members. Added value in the long run. हाँ तो पूरा का लगा बहुत ज्यादा तो बैठी में. So controlling as a tool in the management process provides inspiration for the changes in the organizational structure, moving towards divisional solutions as opposed to the traditional functional structures. ये जो कंट्रोलिंग है ना, वो कहीं ना कहीं इंस्पिरेशन प्रोवाइड करता है फॉर द चेंजेस इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर. जैसे कि मैंने कहा, अगर आपको कोई थिंकिंग चेंज करनी है, कोई प्रोसेस चेंज करना है, कोई प्लान चेंज करना है, तो इट प्रोवाइड्स इंस्पिरेशन फॉर चेंजेस इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर. The business requires a fully efficient information system, the major role of which is to simplify management. And from the point of view of the business performance, ratios provide the fundamental data. Ratios provide the fundamental data. So they should be systematically calculated, analyzed in order to facilitate the process of the effective business management. अगर हम बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात करें, जो कैलकुलेटेड डाटा है, अगर हम उसको कैलकुलेट करें तो सिस्टमैटिकली कैलकुलेट होना चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर उसमें उसकी फिगर्स गलत हुई तो यू कांट रीथिंक द प्लान ना. Okay, so they should be systematically calculated, and the effectiveness of the controlling may only be discussed if management functions are properly realized, regardless of the view that from the controlling perspective, not all management functions being realized are equally important. मतलब वही वाली बात है, वैसे तो सारे फंक्शंस अपने आप में इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट दे आर सेइंग दैट कि अगर कंट्रोलिंग नहीं होगा तो सारे फंक्शन सिस्टमैटिकली वर्क नहीं करेंगे. ऑब्वियस सी बात है, अगर 5 स्टेप्स है, अगर 5th स्टेप वर्क नहीं करेगा तो वो 4 स्टेप्स वेस्ट हो जाएंगे. So for the controlling process to operate properly, it is vital that these functions need to be realized to a greater extent. And the purpose of this study is to portray controlling as a system of harmonized activity. देखा जाए तो अपने आप में एक फीचर है कि controlling as a system of the harmonized activities within the management area. So as a tool in the process of the business management, which provides the necessary information to plan and control the projects and processes that are being carried out. In practice, American business adopt the controlling system definition, which ensures their long-lasting and successful existence by implementing comprehensive and structural changes aimed at achieving higher effectiveness, optimizing their structure, and prompt reactions to changes in the environment. Now, the businesses, in order to survive in the market and to improve their competitive position, have begun to change their management systems while trying to implement the solutions which have proved effective in the market economy. And the polished concept of the controlling originated from the German controlling system, जो मैंने ऊपर डिस्कस किया था, ये जर्मन से आया था बेसिकली. उन्होंने सबसे पहले इसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया था. उनका बेसिकली क्या था कि बिजनेस को सरवाइव करना है मार्केट में, तो उनको अपनी कॉम्पिटिटिव पोजीशन को इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए. उनको अपने मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम को चेंज करना शुरू करना चाहिए जब वो एक सॉल्यूशंस पे जा रहे हो which have proved effective in the market economy. So ये था आपका controlling. Okay, there is one more definition is given by the E-Novak, which defines the controlling as a system comprising a collection of methods and instruments which are used to plan, coordinate, and control the course of economic processes that refer to carrying out the core functions of a business. So basically, implementation of controlling the business supports the planning process, therefore ensuring that the set goals as well as the short and the long-term tasks are realized. So आपका नेक्स्ट आता है so what are the functions of the controlling? कंट्रोलिंग कहीं ना कहीं उन्होंने क्या क्या इश्यूज जो हैं कंट्रोलिंग में जो आइडेंटिफाई किया. फर्स्ट द फंक्शंस ऑफ द कंट्रोलिंग. कंट्रोलिंग इज वन ऑफ द बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट सबसिस्टम एज इट टेक्स over and partially support the core processes, that is planning, direction and control. Second, performance of the function. कि जो functions हैं of controlling के may be performed by separately or currently existing organizational units or by the specific that is specially designed for this purpose work posed in the small businesses not advisable to single out units. Next area subject to controlling. It is dependent upon whether it regards only the operational part or form of controlling or also the strategic part. So management by controlling has to be done by responsibility centers in the form of the business centers, that is cost centers, profit centers, revenue centers, and investment centers, as well as by relating the management and the staff's remuneration with the measurable effects of operation of each responsibility center of the business. So setting up the responsibility center is not a consequence of a angle, yet it results from the need to shift the responsibility deep inside the business. When the management staff is not able to deal with all business issues. So the major determinants of the development of controlling includes the following. First, evolving focus on the business operations and their relatively fast development. Second, higher uncertainty and turbulence of conditions of pursuing business operations. Next, economic crisis at the end of the 20th century. So thanks to controlling, managers of all the units at different hierarchical levels orient their decisions and actions towards the global goals of the business. So from this perspective, controlling is an action parallel to the process of organization and management. And with regard to the management staff, it serves as a function of information and methodological base and of an advisor. Apart from providing tools and information necessary in the managerial process, it also contributes to developing in each decision maker a sense of joint responsibility for overall performance of the business, which is particularly important. The process of applying controlling between our base, technical and economic plan and the value of ratios may be divided into three parts. First is strategic, second tactical, third is operational. Strategic की बात करें तो comprising the selected financial and economic parameters periodically analyzed in the sufficiently long intervals. Second technical की बात करें तो comprising the monthly or quarterly analysis of the basic financial, economic and the organizational parameters. And the last is operational, comprising the selected financial and economic parameters which are systematically analyzed. These are the operational parameters. Now, ये थी आपकी definition, features, and what are the factors. Now, this is the importance of the controlling. The need of accountability, answerability, need to detect environmental changes, जो कि dynamic environment है हमारा. Need to identify operational errors, यानी day to day जो errors होते हैं, operating activities, and the growing complexity of the present day organization. Significantly are the factors that contribute to the importance of the controlling. The first is coping with uncertainty. The pace at which environment and other factors changes creates a lot of uncertainty. Therefore, an organization must cope with the changes. A constant evaluation of the organizational strategic and the tactical plans is necessary to keep up with changes and cope with the uncertainty. A properly designed system of controlling can help managers anticipate, monitor, and react quickly to change in the environment. That is coping with the uncertainty. ये तो automatically understood है कि इतनी uncertainty environment में, business organization में, कि हम लोगों को उससे cope up करना आना चाहिए, adaptation आनी चाहिए, उसमें changes करने आने चाहिए. Second importance is डिटेक्टिंग irregularities. जो मैंने बोला कि जब दोबारा से हमें प्लान करने के लिए सोचना पड़ता है, we need to rethink for the plan. So why? Because of detecting irregularities in the controlling system. जब हम last step पे थे तो हमने detect किया there are some irregularities in the organization. तो इस irregularities को improve करने के लिए we need to rethink, and this is again planning we have to do. So controlling system help managers detect undesirable irregularities like product defects, cost overruns, rising personal turnover, etc. Detection of such irregularities can prevent minor problems from mushrooming into major ones and often save a great deal of time and money for the organization. So problems such as missing important deadlines or selling faulty merchandise to customers are difficult to rectify. So identifying aberrations in the early stages helps organization avoid such problems. Now, third is identifying opportunities. Controlling helps managers to identify areas in which things are going better than expected. So here by altering management to possible future opportunities. So this is how to identify the opportunity through the controlling. ओके सो नेक्स्ट आता है आपका हैंडलिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स सिचुएशन. अगर अब हम कंट्रोलिंग मतलब वे ऑफ थिंकिंग. जब हम वे ऑफ थिंकिंग कर रहे हैं तो वी कैन इजिली हैंडल द कॉम्प्लेक्स सिचुएशंस. देखो चीजें ना बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं होती, वो वर्ड से ही निकलती हैं, बस उसको समझना आना चाहिए. Now handling complex situation. As organization grows and operates in a large market, efficient and effective coordination becomes necessary. So in such a situation, manager must keep track of all the activities to make sure that they are well synchronized. So a sophisticated control system is necessary to maintain adequate control in the large and the complex organization. कि कहीं ना कहीं इतना बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है, इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है, उसको एडिक्वेट कंट्रोल मेंटेन करने के लिए एक सोफिस्टिकेटेड कंट्रोल सिस्टम का होना बहुत जरूरी है. दे आर सेइंग दैट. नेक्स्ट, centralizing authority. Decentralization authority. So control helps manager decentralize authority. A manager can decentralize का मतलब होता है काइंड ऑफ डिसेंट्रलाइज करना, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देना. कि एक मैनेजर क्या करता है अपने सब ऑर्डिनेट्स के अंदर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज अथॉरिटी को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देता है ताकि दे कैन ऑल्सो टेक डिसीजन एंड इंश्योरिंग द अल्टीमेट अथॉरिटी रिमेन्स इन हिज हैंड्स. और डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन का मतलब ये होता है कि आपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तो किया, दे कैन टेक द डिसीजन, बट अल्टीमेट जो फाइनल डिसीजन लेना है वो मैनेजर के हाथ में होता है. सो कंट्रोल हेल्प्स मैनेजर डिसेंट्रलाइज अथॉरिटी. नेक्स्ट आता है मिनिमाइजिंग कॉस्ट. Now, minimizing cost. When implemented effectively, control helps reduce the cost and boost the output of an organization. It identifies and eliminates waste. Obviously बात है कंट्रोलिंग का मतलब ही क्या है. जब हम उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे होते हैं हम यही तो चेक कर रहे होते हैं कि कैसे हम अपनी कॉस्ट को कम करें, आउटपुट को बूस्ट करें, जिससे वेस्टेज को एलिमिनेट किया जा सके. दैट इज मिनिमाइजिंग कॉस्ट. नेक्स्ट आता है इंश्योरेंस वैल्यू ऑफ कंट्रोल. Control eliminates the risk of non-conformity of actual performance with the main goal of the organization. So control is the function which regulates the operation to ensure the attainment of the set objectives. That is the insurance value of control. It basically eliminates the risk of non-conformity of the actual performance with the main goals of the organization. And the last, basic for the future action. It would be better to say that long-term planning for the future is not possible unless and until control information is available in the time to the managers for the operation of the work. So control provides the information and facts to the management for planning and organizing when the work is completed and the result is evaluated. In fact, evaluation of results helps the management to re-plan for non-repetitive operations. So ये थे आपके इम्पोर्टेंसेस. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, ये इम्पोर्टेंट है टॉपिक, ध्यान से समझना, मे भी पेपर में आने के चांसेस भी हैं कि एक साउंड कंट्रोल सिस्टम कैसे इम्पोर्टेंट है. How a sound control system help in the business organization. The first point, helps in detecting mistakes. A continuous control mechanism helps in detecting mistakes at early stages of the performance. It saves time, efforts, and money by not allowing the problems turn into the major deviations at later stages. So increasing cost, labor absenteeism and turnover, defective product samples are few of the indications that managers note at the early stage so that the production schedule is not disturbed subsequently. So this is how a strong and sound control system is helpful in the business organization. Second आता है आपका helps in managing complex situations. So in a small size organization, Managers can personally control various organizational activities, but as organizations grow in size, they become complex and managers can't personally monitor all the activities. Various product lines, markets like domestic or international, retail and wholesale outlets become so diverse that organizational activities can be coordinated only through a formally designed control system. Third, help managers face change and uncertainty. Obviously, controlling help करता है मैनेजर को changes और uncertainty में, जो हमने इसके importance में भी discuss किया कि जो past policies हैं help managers make plans for the futures. So future being uncertain, planned objectives may not be achieved. So changes in the consumer preference or demand, technological factors, government regulations, policies of the suppliers and the competitors can make the plans ineffective. So well-developed control system help manager forecast these changes and face them when they occur rather than declare the plans redundant in the changed circumstances. So this is how help managers in face changes and the uncertainty. In decentralization, individual has no right to take decisions. They can help in decision making. They can give their viewpoints, but ultimate decision will be in the hands of the manager. Okay. So now next is help in monitoring the actions of the employees. If employees are sure of not making mistakes, actual results will always be as expected, and there will be no need for the manager to monitor their activities. But it doesn't happen. क्योंकि mistakes do occur, गलतियां भी होंगी, actions do get diverted, actions भी diverts होंगे, wrong diagnose भी होगा problems का, wrong decisions भी लिए जाएंगे. Therefore, control is necessary so that the mistakes don't affect the efficiency of the plans of the organization. देखो इसका मतलब क्या है कि चीजें गलत भी होंगी, एक्शंस भी गलत होंगे, डायग्नोस भी गलत किया जाएगा, रॉन्ग डिसीजंस भी ले जाएंगे, लेकिन कंट्रोलिंग की वजह से ये जो मिस्टेक्स हैं ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के प्लान और गोल को इतना इफेक्ट नहीं करेंगे. दिस इज हाउ इट हेल्प्स इन मॉनिटरिंग द एक्शंस ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज. नेक्स्ट, इट हेल्प्स इन आइडेंटिफाइंग पोटेंशियल ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ये जो कंट्रोल सिस्टम है enables the organization to face challenges and changes as they occur and help to explore future opportunities which the organization can venture into. कि कहीं ना कहीं कंट्रोल की वजह से ना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जब चैलेंजेस फेस करता है, चेंजेस फेस करता है, तो ये एक्सप्लोर करते हैं फ्यूचर अपॉर्चुनिटीज व्हिच द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैन वेंचर इनटू. कहीं ना कहीं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पोटेंशियल आइडेंटिफाई किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट आता है फैसिलिटेट्स डेलीगेशन. Manager delegate authority down the scalar chain as organizational work cannot be handled by them alone. However, the accountability continues to rest with the managers. So managers ensure that delegated tasks are effectively accomplished by the subordinates and effectively design control system help manager in this regard. देखो डेलीगेशन का क्या मतलब होता है? ये अथॉरिटी को स्केल डाउन करना. एज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वर्क कैन नॉट बी हैंडल्ड बाय वन. तो क्योंकि मैनेजर अकेला उसको हैंडल नहीं कर सकता, तो एक स्केलर चेन में वो वर्कलोड को डिफाइन करता है, जैसे कि टॉप टू मिडल टू लोअर. तो अकाउंटेबिलिटी अगेन वेस्ट विद द मैनेजर कि जो आंसरेबल है वो मैनेजर को हो. So effective design control system help manager in this regard. So this is how the delegation facilitates. Next, facilitate decentralization, जो अभी मैंने importance में discuss किया कि कहीं ना कहीं कंट्रोलिंग हेल्प करता है डिसेंट्रलाइजिंग द अथॉरिटी, कि मैनेजर्स क्या है डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर में पार्ट ले सकते हैं, बट अल्टीमेट डिसीजन कौन लेगा? मैनेजर. नेक्स्ट आता है आपका कोऑर्डिनेशन. कि control provides unity of direction to various organizational activities. It ensures that key actions conform to plans and there is a complete synchronization between the physical, financial, and human resources. Basically, internal भी हो सकता है, that is external also, and goals at various levels. So this is how coordination takes place. Coordination is basically the unity of direction because various organizations. It ensures the action conforms to the plan and there is a synchronization between the all the resources, that is physical, financial, and the human. Next are the psychological impact. The last, what is the psychological impact? When employees know their actions are being watched, that is when there is a control system in the organization. They perform better than they would in the absence of the control system. So a control system related to the rewards where good performance is rewarded and the poor performance is not punished creates a positive psychological impact among the employees and increase organizational productivity. देखो ये तो सीधी सी बात है, अगर आपके ऊपर एक कंट्रोल है तो definitely you will perform better than in the absence of the control system. This is the psychological impact. नाउ नेक्स्ट आता है आपका कि कंट्रोलिंग फंक्शंस के एडवांटेजेस क्या है. सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज यही है कि कहीं ना कहीं जब एक कंट्रोल आपके ऊपर होता है तो कहीं ना कहीं आपकी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी होती है और आपकी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी होती है तो ऑटोमेटिकली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गोल्स इजीली अचीव हो जाते हैं. तो दैट इज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज द अचीवमेंट ऑफ द गोल्स. Controlling is a goal-oriented process. It keeps activities on the right track. When things go off the rails and remedial steps are undertaken immediately. So every attempt is made to conform events, to set targets and thereby achieve results efficiently and effectively. Second advantage is the execution, the revision of the plan. It is through controlling, appropriate steps are taken to ensure that each plan is implemented in a predetermined way. Controlling measures progress, uncovers deviations, indicates corrective step, and thus keep everything on track. Of course, when conditions change dramatically, controlling helps to review, revise, and update the plans. So it offers valuable feedback information which reveals shortcomings in the plans and thereby helps in preparing other plans for the future use. The third point is that brings order in the discipline. In an organization, while pursuing goal, managers and their subordinates often commit mistakes. For example, problems are diagnosed incorrectly, lesser quality inputs are ordered, wrong products are introduced, poor designs are followed, and so on. So control system help check such tendencies before they turn into the serious problems. So it has a healthy impact on the behavior of the subordinates. They become cautious while discharging their duties since they are aware that their actions are observed at every stage. This is how it brings order in the discipline. Next आता है आपको facilitate decentralization of authority. Same repetition. When managers delegate work to the lower level, they must also ensure that the subordinates don't deviate from a predetermined course of action. A system of control ensures this by forcing subordinates to conform to the plans. The feedback information helps managers check whether actions taken at lower levels are in line with what has been planned or not. Suppose it helps to measure progress, check deviation, and adjust operations from time to time. So automatically there's a decentralization. When you are adjusting operation from time to time, so you need to contact with your subordinates. Na? That's why it facilitates decentralization of the authority. Next is promotes coordination. Control facilitates coordination between different departments and divisions by providing them unity of the direction. Individuals and their activities are tied to a set of common goals. Such a unified focus ensure accomplishment of the results efficiently and effectively. Next are the cope up with the uncertainty and the change. The environment in which organization operate is complex and ever changing. New product emerge, innovations come up, and new regulations are passed, and so on. The organization needs to keep a watchful eye on such development and respond intelligently. So control system help in checking whether the diversified product line are giving healthy margins, the sale from each design are improving, the products are accepted in the marketplace or not, constant monitoring of key areas help management in cash opportunities that are thrown open from time to time. Timely actions can also be initiated to prevent mistakes from becoming serious threats. So ये थे आपके sound management plan, basically how to sound controlling helps in the business management. Now the next topic is what is the process of controlling. The control is an important function of the management. Without control function, the management process is incomplete. So it is a process which enables management to get its policies implemented and take corrective actions if performance is not according to the predetermined standards. So it is an essential feature of the scientific and the successful management. So first point is control is basis of planning. So control is the process that guides activity towards some predetermined goals. The essence of the concept of the control is the adherence to the plan, and it is a basis for the adoption of long-range planning. So long-range planning will be impossible unless a flood of control information flows from the appraisal of end results of the current operation to keep such plans in proper track. Second, coordination is facilitated. The control helps to maintain equilibrium between the ends and the means. So controls are designed in such a way that they focus not only on the operational responsibility of the manager, but also on this ultimate responsibility. So these forces a manager to coordinate the activities of a subordinate in such a way that each of them contributes positively towards the objectives. This facilitates coordination throughout the organization as a whole. Third is psychological pressure. Psychological pressure. A sound control system in an organization motivates employees to work hard and give better results. When they know that their performance is being judged and their rewards are linked to such appraisal, so they try to contribute their best efforts. Next, organizational efficiency and the effectiveness. If a sound control system is established in an organization, it results in the organizational efficiency and effectiveness. By making manager responsible, motivating them for higher performance and achieving coordination in their performance, it control ensures the organization work efficiently. As regards effectiveness, the organization is effective if it is able to achieve these objectives. Since control focuses on the achievement of the organizational objective, it necessarily leads to organizational effectiveness. This is how organizational efficiency and effectiveness takes place. And next is manager responsibility. The fifth point is the managerial responsibility. When a manager entrusts some activities and delegate authority to his subordinates, he remains responsible for ultimate performance. Therefore, a manager should check up the performance of subordinate to ensure that they are utilizing the delegated authority in the desired manner. In this way, control enables manager to discharge their responsibilities. And the last is the policy verification. The control enables management to verify the quality of the various plans It helps to review, revise and update the plan. जो मैं बोल दूं बार बार कि पॉलिसी को वेरीफाई किया जाता है कि इन केस ये हमारी पॉलिसी में रेक्टिफिकेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट है तो वी नीड टू अपडेट द प्लान. दैट इज द पॉलिसी वेरिफिकेशन. Okay, the next topic is the significance of controlling function of the management. Significance of controlling function can be described as under. The first is helps in decentralizing authority. An effective system of control encourages top management to go in for the decentralization of authority. The management take decision regarding measures to be taken for the corrective actions. ये ऊपर सेम जो भी हमने डिस्कस किया. अगेन रिपीट पॉइंट कि इंक्रीज मैनेजर एबिलिटी टू कोप विद द अनसर्टेनिटी एंड द चेंज. Uncertainty and change are an inescapable part of any organization's environment. By developing effective control system, managers are able to examine specific activities and react quickly to the significant changes in the environment. Third, strive to rationally structure human behavior. The organizations are formed and managed by the human beings. So thus the working of these organizations is subject to many imperfections and the mistakes. So control provides discipline in the organization. It has a positive effect on the conduct of the employees. They become cautious and serious in their work and thus bring unity of the effort in the employees' performance. So controlling improves employees morally by prompting employees to perform well so as to achieve results according to the standards. Next, it ensures effective use of the scarce and available resources. By exercising effective control, the manager tries to reduce wastage, spoilage, and thus help in the effective utilization of the resources. Further, the resources of an organization are used in such a way so that neither they remain unutilized nor they are overused. Obviously, there must be the optimum utilization of the resources. क्यों? क्योंकि जब हम कंट्रोलिंग कर रहे होते हैं तो उन्हें पता होता है कि हमें वेस्टेज रिड्यूस करनी है, स्पॉइलेज रिड्यूस करनी है, सो दैट कुछ रिसोर्स जो अनयूटिलाइज पड़े हैं उनको यूज किया जाए और ओवर यूज ना किया जाए. तो दिस इज द ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ द रिसोर्सेज. Next, facilitates coordination. Next are the facilitates coordination. The control and coordination are important process of the management. Controlling provide direction to all the activities and the efforts for achieving organizational goals in the planned manner. अभी हमने ऊपर डिस्कस किया कि देयर मस्ट बी कोऑर्डिनेशन. अगर आपका कोऑर्डिनेशन ही नहीं होगा तो यू कांट प्रोवाइड डायरेक्शन टू ऑल द एक्टिविटीज इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. नेक्स्ट, फोस्टर ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल एफिशिएंसी एंड द इफेक्टिवनेस. An effective control system helps in achieving organizational efficiency and effectiveness by concentrating on the crucial areas of the performance and the control. The control helps the organization to make optimum utilization of the available resources. So this also increases the profit of the organization. So controlling facilitates efficient use of human and non-human resources by ensuring the quality and the quantity of the work as per the plan, eliminating wasteful expenditure of the scarce and the valuable resources, achieving coordination of the activities and the efforts, and attaining individual and the collective goal with the minimum inconvenience. This is how foster the organization efficiency and effectiveness. So there is a topic arises ki why there is a need of the controlling for the organization. The first point is that accomplishing organization goals. Ki one of the most significant steps in the controlling involves determining possible deviations caused when the actual operations underperform versus its desired performance levels. In this way, controlling identifies shortcomings or drawbacks of the plans, which determine the difference between the actual and the desired performance levels and suggest means and approaches to improve them in the future. So the changes in the plan attempts to turn back to the activities in an organization, leading to achieving their goals and the objectives. Second, judging accuracy of the standards. Judging accuracy of the standards, when corrective action means the process of identifying and eliminating the causes of the problems or the possible variations that's preventing its recurrence. So as mentioned earlier, the controlling can lead to the change in the plan for an organization. Accordingly, controlling ensures that deviations leading to the errors and mistakes are not repeated in the future. For example, in December 2014, Maruti Suzuki recalled 3796 Kia sedans and premium cars for suspected fault with the clutch operation system NDTV 2014. The inspection and the replacement was done by the company free of cost for their customers. So this way the company made corrective action by identifying the errors and rectifying them by recalling their cars from their customer. So this is how judging accuracy of the standards. तो मारुति सुजुकी वालों ने उस टाइम पता है क्या किया था जब उनकी क्लच में फॉल्ट निकला था 3796 कार्स में उन्होंने रिप्लेसमेंट और इंस्पेक्शन को फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कर दिया था ताकि कस्टमर्स जो है उन कार्स को वापस लेकर आए फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एक करेक्टिव एक्शन ले लिया था उन्होंने जैसे कस्टमर भी हैप्पी और उन्होंने एक एक्यूरेसी स्टैंडर्ड भी मेंटेन कर लिया Next, facilitate coordination in action controlling ensure that everything looks in accordance to the plan set in an organization. It focuses on building equilibrium between the efforts and the desired results or outputs. The controlling involves creating efficient interrelationship between the activities and superior subordinates through the coordination. So all departments or the business units are controlled according to predetermined standards such that all subordinates employees work together to reach common organizational goals. Next, decision making. Controlling process is complete when decision or corrective actions are undertaken. These decisions are directed towards making improvement and adjustments which are consistent with the organizational mission and the goal. Next, improving employee morale. Controlling makes superior supervisors to continuously monitor, supervise, and motivate their employees during their work. They set the standard for their employees and cross-check through performance appraisal whether the employees have been able to meet them and advise them to perform effectively. Next, ensure orders and the discipline. The controlling encourage distribution of the power from the supervisor at the top management level to the subordinates at the middle level, who act the link between the top management and the employee at the bottom level management. Such decentralization of power and authority also ensure a cross-check on the activities in an organization leading to order, discipline, and prevention of the fraudulent means among the employees. And the last point is the effective use of the resources. The controlling enables efficient use of the human and the physical sources by avoiding possible waste like delays and wastage or spoilage. The controlling involves cross-check and discipline across every level and activities of an organization, leading to the efficient utilization of the resources, causing effective performance, minimum wastage or spoilage. So यही थे आपके 7 importances basically. Effective use of resources, ensuring order and discipline, improving employee motivation, decision making, facilitating coordination in the activities, judging accuracy of standard and accomplishment of the organizational goals. So basically controlling में आपके यही सारे topics थे कि क्या कैसे सक्सेसफुल कंट्रोलिंग की जा सकती है, क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, क्या फीचर्स है, क्या एडवांटेजेस है, क्या डिसएडवांटेजेस है, क्या इसका मीनिंग है। थोड़ी सी हमने इसकी हिस्ट्री डिस्कस की कि कैसे जर्मन ने इसको फर्स्ट टाइम इम्प्लीमेंट किया था कंट्रोलिंग को, उसके बाद ये इम्पोर्टेंट फंक्शन बन गया था। तो आज के लिए इतना ही, यही था आपका कंट्रोलिंग। रेस्ट वो डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। अगर मैं आपकी क्वेरीज चेक करूं तो आप लोग लिख रहे हो बाबा मैम प्लीज प्रोवाइड द लिंक फॉर द गूगल क्लासरूम. This is provided by your college. I will not provide any link for the Google Classroom. Okay. There is a question relationship between the planning and controlling. मैंने फर्स्ट लाइन में ये डिस्कस किया था कि दे आर इंटररिलेटेड. कहने के कंट्रोलिंग इज द लास्ट फंक्शन, बट if there are any deviations found, if there irregularities found, so we need to rethink. मतलब planning is again done. तो अगर आप कंट्रोलिंग में कहीं भी डेविएशन पाओ तो कहीं ना कहीं प्लानिंग जो है वो फर्स्ट फंक्शन भी है और लास्ट फंक्शन भी है. कंट्रोलिंग लास्ट फंक्शन भी है, लास्ट स्टेप भी है और द फर्स्ट स्टेप भी है. फर्स्ट स्टेप कैसे है? अगर वो लास्ट स्टेप है तो अगर प्लानिंग ठीक हुई है तो कंट्रोलिंग पे खत्म. लेकिन अगर कंट्रोलिंग के टाइम डेविएशन फाउंड हो जाता है, यानी कोई गैप मिलता है कि ये चीज गलत, हमने पॉलिसी गलत बनाई है, तो उस टाइम पे कंट्रोलिंग हमारा फर्स्ट फंक्शन बन जाता है और प्लानिंग देन अगेन सेकेंड फंक्शन बन जाता है. तो दिस इज हाउ द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द प्लानिंग एंड द कंट्रोलिंग.